would like to know your feedback on it, because I'm hoping your feedback will be something different. It doesn't sound like, what does it have to do with anything, dude? Like, can I extract and I don't know?
Well, you have no point.
Without,
you just literally admitted that you have.
Sometimes you have to ask questions before you get answered.
But you literally just admitted to not having a point.
Because no,
I think questions to whether or not strategically, if you would want to base your entire country's forward path on GDP, if you mighty powerful and determines who's the big dog. And the idea that you would just continue to pretend as if it was, even though you know it's very possible it might not be, especially if you're not the big dog, then I would just think you'd be open to some possibility, or maybe come up with some indicators of what it might look like if that were the case. If they were doing something that would be abnormal.
That goes back to what?
I get it. Okay, so the financial system follows laws. It's a law.
It goes back to what, nigga? It goes back to a gay future.
It goes back.
Hypothetical.
It's not hypothetical. It goes back to what will constitute power, because that is the only thing that is going to ever motivate humans, is having power. What does that look like? And if people are irrelevant, this idea like you don't even want to have any more children, then what is power? Is it might? Is it dollars? Probably not that. Is it intelligence? Is it the ability to?
Is it credibility? Do you think, like, how credible you are?
Is it how much of an illusion you're able to cast?
I don't think so. I think it has everything to do with how many niggers do you own? How much power can you exercise over how many people?
Okay, but that's okay. Define power. What is power? If you don't need people, does that put you at a disadvantage?
Why do you think we don't need people? AI. Okay, I get it.
No, I'm not saying that, but we are going down the path as if it seems like we don't actually want more people, even though the whole GDP sort of setup, everything revolves around having people that are productive.
I never said that. We need more people, but we don't need children. We're going to get immigrants, which is that's what we're doing anyways. We're getting immigrants.
And like you, Randy.
Yeah.
And, Canada's GDP hasn't increased in the last 4 or 5 years, but the population has increased by,
So you're not increasing, you're not actually helping Canada, right? Yeah. You're actually fucking draining.
Correct. Our GDP per capita wise, correct, yes.
He admits that. He's a leech. No wonder he wants to protect it.
Okay, but I never said that. I never not once said that it's actually increasing it goes without saying, when you increase the population size, you're not helping when it comes to GDP per capita. Obviously, it goes without saying. I never made any other statement. I never stated otherwise, not once.
That's all that he wants to do, Lou, is he wants to fornicate with your women, steal your money, and go back to his Arab lands.
Again, back to the gay thing.
Everything else is fucking bullshit.
a Bronze Age savage.
I mean, the most valuable companies, the productivity or output GDP that they have, it's not like at all related to the amount of workers that they have. It's like Apple's like, what? Don't know. Pick like a local fucking union or something. Like they're not that much different.
That's not true. The more you employ, the more you contribute.
So why don't they just hire exponentially? Just hire more.
Because you can't hire more. Because you cannot do that. And if you do that, then there's going to be other dynamics in the economy. For example, if you keep hiring, then yes, you're going to be producing much more than your potential, but that's going to create inflation. And inflation isn't good. So if you're gonna keep doing that, then you're gonna have overemployment. In other words.
So we're talking about an individual company, a corporation, not a
Yeah.
government.
Yeah, fine, but if everyone does that, there's no company that exists in isolation. If you're doing that, other people are doing it too. Now, if people are doing that, that creates inflation, which means salaries have to go up. Now, if salaries go up, you are unable to hire as many people.
Lou, people used to be running a company that was running on isolation.
I mean,
You're not getting it. You're not getting it.
I don't think.
Long
why-
love
why
motion
do you try to
cancel.
understand where we're missing the point instead of just being
Okay, I'm trying to
convinced?
tell you. Okay, I'm trying to tell you. The more you hire, the more you produce. The more you produce, the more that's gonna increase the wages, anyways, right? Because there's.
See, I don't necessarily agree with that, but that's the
It
disagreement.
doesn't matter.
That's the
It
disagreement.
doesn't matter. Okay, can you go to
Here we go.
ChatGPT.
Oh, here we go.
Go to exactly. Go to ChatGPT.
When he wants to prove his point, he relies on the AI.
Can you go to ChatGPT, and since you are in love with AI, can you go to ChatGPT and ask it if the output is greater than the potential output? Is that inflationary or is that deflationary? And does it entail overemployment or does it entail underemployment?
Lou, you don't have to do that.
If your productivity increases.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what
No,
I said.
I don't give a fuck what you said, motherfucker. If your productivity, because this is what I disagree with. Not even talking about it. I disagree with the idea that simply hiring more people inherently means that your productivity goes up.
But I never said that. I never said that.
You kind of said
I
it,
never
dude.
said that.
Dude, that's literally what you said.
I never said your productivity goes up. I said your production goes up.
Okay, sorry. Excuse me, production.
Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, when you produce more than when the output is greater than the potential output, in other words, you are producing more than you normally would. Is that a case of overemployment or underemployment? If it's a case of overemployment, then that's
It's a case of overemployment.
correct.
Such a loser, neurotic.
ChatGPT will tell you the same thing. And this shows you that the more you employ, the more you produce. It does not talk about productivity per labor. That no one ever mentioned that. The more
Because your productivity goes down.
However, that is also inflationary. So salaries go up. Now,
No,
when
salaries go down.
So how about you ask?
The more you hire, the more people are.
So how about you ask Chef ChatGPT? How about you
Randy,
ask
the more available jobs, the more people bid the.
Oh, here we go again. Bringing it back to AI.
There you go.
It is inflationary. Chef ChatGPT.
No, it's actually deflationary.
No, it is inflationary. Ask ChatGPT.
No,
Go ahead.
it's deflationary because it means that robots are more expensive than labor.
No, that is not
Yes.
true. That is not true. No, that's not
Of course, it means that robots are more expensive than labor, Randy.
true. Okay,
think about it, Lou.
Okay, I'm not interested.
Why would you hire more people, Lou, if robots were cheaper labor?
Right.
Think about it.
I'm not interested.
This is what I'm holding my tongue because I feel like there's something I'm missing because I'm not following. Why?
Lou, think about it. If you could have a machine do what a human does, but you choose to hire a machine, then it means it's.
Okay, we're clearly talking about two different things. If you don't understand what Diego's saying, or just address it. Just
Can you read it?
I could read it, but then I want you to have value, Randy. And if I can just get all the answers from Chef
Can you
GPT.
just read it?
Ain't nobody paid for Randy's time since he was 12 years old.
Just read it. Holy fuck.
I got those pimples just walking up on it. You ever wonder what
What's
happens
that
when you
fucking robot sound?
He's shaving his balls.
Oh my god.
We're not talking about the same thing, but Randy insists on me reading about the. We can't even agree.
That's the
here's the overemployment, you're gonna have inflation. And this inflation that is gonna drive the overemployment down.
There's no such thing as overemployment.
Yes, there is actually.
There isn't.
Yes, there.
Wait, why would you say there's no such thing as overemployment?
Because that would imply that there are people that have jobs that are paid out more than what they produce for the company.
No, it's not because of that. It's because they just don't.
What about a government that is responsible for them? And it's like, okay, well, we can incentivize these companies to hire black people. We're not paying for them, and we can sort of package it to where it's like, okay, don't go overseas. We'll give you tax cuts, yada yada yada. You just have to maintain a certain amount of employment in order to qualify for these.
All right, well, in that case, all government is overemployment. How about that? I'll give that to you.
Okay, fine. That's beautiful. We're not talking about government though. That's not what we're talking about. That is not at all what we're talking about. That's the thing.
So it's not even a possibility that it could play a role, you're saying?
That's not. Did you? I'm not gonna talk until you read it.
I don't think.
Hello, Dr. Roland.
Why you explain or maybe elaborate instead of telling me to read something.
Because I'm not gonna talk unless you read it. This is a waste of my time.
You know the answer to, like, it's a very.
Look, if I'm telling you what to read, you better ask. I understand that. Doesn't matter. I don't have the time for you to ask. How about you read it?
Yeah, that's what Simon says. Simon makes the same argument.
That's a serious insult.
Dude, I explained it to you. If you don't want to get it, that's a you problem. I told you. I already told you.
That's a David.
If you produce more than your output, literally, write that down. If the output is greater than the potential output, does that mean there's an overemployment or underemployment?
Potential output.
Question number 2 is whether it be an overemployment or underemployment. That check it's overemployment, but trust ChatGPT, don't trust me. If it is either one of them, is that inflationary or deflationary? Oh, it's inflationary. Don't trust me. Trust ChatGPT. Okay, it is overemployment and it is inflationary, which means what? Which means we're gonna have higher salaries. We have higher salaries, that means it's harder for people to employ. So that drives employment down. In case of an underemployment, wages are actually going to go down. And now people hire more.
It's so
keep
clear.
fluctuating. Yes, it is to me at least. Hey, read it.
It couldn't be clearer. Couldn't be clearer.
It could not be clear. No, it actually could not.
Always remember, bro.
This could not be clear.
Companies, businesses, choose the U.S. because it's more cost effective, and not for any reason that might involve like government involvement or incentives, penalties that encourage them to choose the U.S. Like, why is there really anything that if government were to stay completely out of the picture, it would still be more profitable for them to operate their business, paying the labor costs and all the legal bullshit and the liability that we have here versus what we have, you know, if you in China.
They're in the matrix, and I can't be here.
Basically, if the government ever have an incentive, tell a company or whatever you need to do, whatever you want, to just operate here, employ people here, employ people you don't even need. It's not overemploy. We will make sure that it
This is so stupid.
Thank
in the United States, other than to just be okay, like we can't provide the same goods and services if we were to be headquartered here, because like it seems like it's very. I don't know why the government wouldn't basically encourage companies to just employ people that they don't even need if it means you can get them to stay and work out some kind of deal with them.
I'm really not so sure what you're trying to say.
Why doesn't Google just operate from China and provide all the same services?
Why would they?
Well, if it was more cost effective and the government is not involved in any way with the amount of employments, employees, or how a company chooses to structure their potential, whatever the fuck you're saying, then there would only be one reason as to why they would.
Well, how about you check their reasons, nigga? How about you do that?
Well, I'm just saying, if it were to be more profitable to operate in China, wouldn't it make sense for a government to do anything and everything to just simply say, be a U.S.-based company? Like, we will make it to where, like, you don't have to do. We will bend the rules for you. That you don't need whatever the fuck you want, basically. Because if you leave the United States, we're gonna ban your shit. You're not gonna be able to be in the U.S. consumer market. It's like, why not work with them? Is that crazy?
I can barely hear you, man. So.
Well, you don't listen anyways, even if you can hear me.
All I understand is why do they not do it with the China? Okay, I don't know. You're gonna have to ask them. I'm pretty sure they have multiple reasons. It's not one reason. Pretty sure they have millions. I can come up to you with a million reasons to stay in the US. I can come up to you with a million reasons not to. But like, okay, they're rewarded.
Okay, but do any of the reasons where they stay in the U.S. Have like no government involvement? Giving any incentive where the government simply is impartial that says do what you wish, it's a free market?
I don't know. I don't know what their situation is.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not even an investor. I'm not even an investor at Google, so.
Motherfucker, like that somehow would matter.
Of course it would, because I would read more about them if I was an investor. I don't care about Google. I don't like Google, the company. I don't like it. Alphabet, actually, it's not Google, but yeah. I don't like it.
Yeah, they have reasons to not be liked for sure. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, so I don't even invest in them.
They've been playing the like very quiet game with AI. They've literally been whipping their dick out the last fucking 6 weeks, reminding OpenAI who daddy is.
Very quiet
Here
AI.
we go, Lou. Here we go, back to the AI.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's significant. I know you don't invest in Google, but there might be other people in the room that invest in Google.
These niggas don't invest, they're conservative.
Yeah, but is this a conservative only room? I haven't heard one thing about chickens.
Who here is into
Building
conservative?
laws for scalable oversight. This isn't a conservative.
Who is into conservative here? I'm just wondering. Like, who do you think?
Look, I frame it differently. Who shares
Everyone in this room is a conservative.
who here is married? Well, speak for yourself, brother.
I'm not a conservative.
Well,
Why
I'm
do you say I'm a
a.
conservative?
You're right. That's fair enough. I shouldn't take you at your word. When everyone in the room is conservative, I assumed you were part of everyone. But fair enough.
No, I'm not.
Well, then, is everyone in the room conservative? If you're not a conservative,
Yeah.
so you're not part of the room.
I am, nigga. I just can't focus with you, nigga. How about you talk to Diego?
What's going on, Lou? This nigga giving you trouble?
Randy seems to think that
She'll look right through
that
me.
everyone constantly desires for his
Need some
input
positive
on
proof that I'm
everything.
not just a goof.
I never said that.
I never said you said it. I said that you seem to think it.
Oh, so Lou must be God. He knows what's in my heart.
Well, I'm assuming when nobody's talking to you and you say that you're doing something, what does this have to do with what I said when you're not part of the conversation? I assume that you're not that narcissistic. You just think everyone wants to talk to you because you
I have no
objectively know
clue what
things.
you're
Not because-
talking about, nigga. I have no clue what you're talking
Thank you.
about.
Thank you.
I'm just doing my beard and I'm letting you do you.
Well, thank you for the permission.
For the permission, I'm just looking at the fact that I.
Welcome back to another episode of Super Low IQ Stupid People Who Waste the entire fucking Saturday night wasting their time talking about nothing. Lou hasn't cracked a book in 20 fucking years. He goes on and on about ChatGPT and AI fucking sentence after sentence. He's got like AI derangement syndrome in the same way that Diego and T-Robs have got Jew derangement syndrome. But instead, he uses AI to fill the derangement syndrome bubble in his self-esteem issue land where he can't actually be productive or create anything because he's stupid. And thus, we are here in the realist, the best room. Welcome back, everybody. It's now 11:52 p.m. This is part 2 of our 2-hour investigation into stupid people. It's now May 3rd, 2025. I give you the stupid AI chat people of Clown House, starring Lou, the chief stupid AI repeating person.
Thank you for having me. No, don't kick him. By the way, did your YouTube get clipped? I don't get the fucking notifications anymore.
Yeah, I just had one get clipped tonight, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Copyright infringement.
What's the current one?
It doesn't matter. Just keep going on about AI. You're doing great, Lou. Keep going.
I know, but I'm self-obsessed. I want to hear myself talking about AI.
Oh, you want to hear yourself talking about nothing, wasting all your time? How pathetic. That's double pathetic.
That's right.
Like, what are you going to do Monday at 10 a.m.? Do you even have a fucking job?
I'm going to listen to myself via your show that you invest the time to create, which is just recording us wasting time.
That's right. You might want to call me Larry David from now on because I'm producing a show about losers who don't actually even work and they just talk about nothing.
I don't even want to ask.
Go ahead, ask. What are you going to ask ChatGPT on Monday at 10 a.m. when you still ain't got a job and you're still talking about AI in the future? You moron.
I'm curious, did you get your shit sorted out?
I'm curious, how fast is your fastball? And can you throw a curveball? And are you going to get that second sleeve put on your arm using ChatGPT to figure out what tattoos to get on your next sleeve?
You have no idea how far I can throw the ball when someone's able to hit it. And I can throw it from the mound and it'll go 500 feet.
Yeah, damn.
Wait, what are you talking about?
We're talking about AI, obviously.
I supply all the power, not them. I'm sure you have to get up soon. Of course, well enough to understand. You know, the position that I played as an athlete is the only position in sports I can ever play.
What happened with your application to be an AI trainer? Did things go well with the Google, applications to be an AI trainer because you're so well versed in AI?
Nigga, when did I ever fucking say I was applying for AI trainer?
I don't know. What's another name for AI? Software program, right? Like coding, software. It's just fucking code, right? It's
I don't
like
know how to code, nigga. Yeah, I don't know how to talk.
yeah. So you're just an AI content creator talker in rooms that are unrecorded, and so what you're really doing. Yeah, you're an AI dopamine creator. It's amazing. You're one of the first AI dopamine creators.
I don't. No, I'm not a creator. I'm not a creator.
So you're even less than a creator. You're basically like a farter or
Whatever you would
something.
call someone who play video game, it's something you can't.
A slave, basically. A slave.
Well, I was already a nigger before the AI.
Oh, you admit it. You admit it. Okay, at least you admit it.
Look, it took me a long time to accept it, but once I accepted it, it wasn't very difficult to admit it.
What happened to your Jewish girlfriend Elle? Did she realize that you're just an AI repeater box? And she's like, "Yeah, we're not on the same page."
It was too anti-Semitic.
Are you sure it was the anti-Semitism and it wasn't the AI repeating recycled chat all the time, nonstop AI, 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 AI,
She was in love with me.
Dude, that was my baby.
Yeah, that's what you think. That girl was fucking obsessed with me, man. And I liked her. I did like her. I'm not pretending.
But what happened? You couldn't consummate the love? Did you ask ChatGPT, was the love real? Because AI is all, AI, AI.
You literally make everything about AI.
No,
Projecting! Projecting!
Look, my own time, yes, everything's about AI.
Projecting! All communication is projection. Listen, I can do this all night. Obviously, you can too. I mean, this is what you do every day on the app is talk about AI, so you know.
Yes, you do.
Well, I'm creating hypnosis.
Exactly. You're one of the first AI dopamine hypnotist creators.
No, you're only hypnotizing yourself, though.
I don't know why it's not so clear to me. It should be clearer.
Lou, do you have a traumatic brain injury? Did you play baseball in high school and get hit in the head with a baseball bat?
Well,
I wouldn't call it an injury if it was just a natural, the way I was born.
Yeah, you don't get hit
But I'm sensitive to labels.
You don't get hit with a baseball bat. You get hit with a baseball.
How the fuck do you know that, you shawarma eating motherfucker?
Be clear, a baseball bat could never be used as a weapon.
It's called Lou Gehrig's disease for a reason. He got hit in the head with a baseball 100 times. This is what happened to Lou, and now he just repeats AI over and over again.
Nothing to do with the Lou Gehrig disease.
Listen, I got a word count machine over here. You've said the word AI 220 times tonight, you fucking moron. How many times you gotta repeat a word till it doesn't even have any meaning anymore? You're just repeating yourself like a moron.
You realize that I could in 2 seconds figure out how many times AI has been said on your fucking YouTube channel.
Well, you'd have to use AI to do that. I guess you need a software program. You're like the AI schizo objective of Simon. You're like the objectivity of AI, but the Simon version.
Yeah,
It's literally like I am fucking fascinated and obsessed with it.
Yeah, I do.
Why does that bother you so much?
Because we don't have to fight. Hey, can you obsess with that?
I'm not forcing you to partake in it. This isn't a religion. I'm not deeming who can and can't be considered an AI user. There's no council of AI here.
But it seems like
Well,
seems like
it's fine, motherfucker. I can seem like a lot of things.
Lou, we love you. That's all that matters. And we will be here for you whenever you need us.
Well, just know that the feeling is not mutual, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
It doesn't matter. You're like, still, I love you. I still think you're a nigger, but I do love you.
Well, I appreciate that, and I enjoy being able to be in your company as long as I'm wasting your time. If I'm not wasting your time, it's almost like a job.
Yeah, and I want to thank you for letting me record just how stupid you are and how you waste all your time. Because without you, I wouldn't have a show about stupid people wasting their time talking about nothing on a Saturday fucking night. And it's midnight. My heart out. Have a good night, suckers.
Hey guys, do you guys want to listen to that Kanye song again?
Please.
Yeah. Okay, hold on, I have to find it. Just give me like 2 minutes. I have like 1,000 tabs open, my computer's really slow. Excuses. I have to switch to my old Twitter account.
It doesn't matter if the computer is slow. What matters